Looney Farm Guy here, and this is a Kinze 4095 multi-fruit planter pack by Chris S. and Riley S. The possibly most anticipated or wanted planter seeder in Farm Sim 25 is here. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5. Yes, PS5 here on the Four Fields map, which is a massive field map, and which is something, well, that you would probably want something like this if you are a weekend farmer or someone who likes to get things done quickly with the least amount of effort. But in whatever case that is, this is actually a pack that can be used for everyone, even realistic farmers, if you wish. Now, there are more than these pieces in this pack. We'll show them all to you. 16.67 megabytes to download. If we take a look at the entire pack here under mods and DLCs, there's not a lot. There is a standard multi-fruit planter, if you could call it that, available. Those two are available under planters. So let's go take a look at them. Here's the base game one. Base game planter. It's still a nice planter nonetheless, and I'm guessing that's why they used this as a model to modify. Here is the somewhat modified multi-fruit planter. Still requires a little bit less horsepower to pull, but it does have optional extended capacity of 225,000 liters. So there is the option for that. Standard 18.2 meters at 15 miles per hour is a little bit faster as well. So there is that. And then, and then it will offer planting of all planter and root crops and seeder types. So that's a somewhat limited list. We won't get too deep into the options here because these are just kind of a short list of the total options we'll show you in the next one. But we do also, I'll show you this. This one has the capacity of standard capacity, which is 7,500 liters, seed and fertilizer. Then you have seed only. Then we have 50,000 and 20, or sorry, yeah, 50 and 25, I believe, is seed and fertilizer. And then seed only unrealistic is 100,000 liters. Then 150, 75 split at the 225. And then back to standard. So you have some choice back and forth. And then colors. So let's go into the unrealistic one. And if you notice down at the bottom, it has expanded the crop types to poplar, sugarcane, potatoes as the added products you can. So this will literally plant and seed everything, even rice, the two rices. This one has the one rice. So the one rice is pretty much can be planted. Oh, that's a seeder option. No, like there's two kinds of rice. So this will plant the wet rice, but there is a note, so we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyways, let's get into it. Now the unrealistic one has working width options of standard, 25 meter, 30 and 40 and 50 meter is the maximum working width. Now we also have increased or decreased horsepower requirements and increased speed, maximum speed of 30 miles per hour. All right. Crop guides, we have standard, which I believe is kind of a like a gray. And then we have red, green, blue, yellow, and back to none. So if you don't like them, you can turn them off too. Rear light design, we have a couple of designs. Design 2, design 3. Triangle, if you are a triangle lover, then every triangle is a love triangle. But if you don't love triangles, then you can take it off. Beacon light, none, or design 1, design 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up to 7 is that special green color. And then we have brands. You can start with the standard Kinze brand, and then we have a Lizard, Case, Challenger, Claas, Dutz, Fendt, JCB, John Deere, Kubota, Massey, McCormick, New Holland, Steyr, Valtra, Versatile. Oh, nice. Even though we don't have any Versatile tractors yet, I hope there's some in the pipe. I really wish we had some, and then none. So let's make it Versatile. Rear hitch, we have none. Now this is important if you want to, well, attach the other attachments, but we have high and low. Capacity, again, we have standard seed only, 50-25, unrealistic 100,000 liters of seed only, 150-75 and back to standard. So that will add some cost, but it's a lot of seeds. Oh, a lot of seeds. Main color. So if we scroll through here, we do have Versatile Red, which is awesome. I can finally have my Versatile. And we have, where is it? Versatile Orange for the tank. Sweet. Design color, then we can start getting a little bit fancy. Design color is all your, well, those bits. Step color, we have some chrome colors. Let's go toothpaste again. Oops. Maybe not toothpaste. It's hard to see. Let's make that blue. Yes. Then a secondary design color. Let's make it, I don't know, like a bright green? Yeah, okay, there we go. Those are those bits. Then we have another design color. Oh, we can make them favorite colors too. Let's go purple. Those are the other little metal bits, as you can see, that kind of went purple. And then rim color, inner rim, dark blue, and outer rim, you can make that yellow again. And tank cover color, make those, oh, let's make them white. There we go. And then license plate. So you could literally color, well, the only thing you didn't color is the hoses. That's interesting. And the, yeah, that's about it. All right. So let's just show you the seeder first. But there are two other attachments which can be used on their own or in conjunction with the seeder planter. There we go. We got open the cover, open and close. There's the beacon. Yeah, so there's our special green beacon. All right. Right now I have potatoes selected as something you can plant. So when you fill this up, you have the option of adding potatoes, sugarcane, or seeds. Now those could be advantageous to you if that's, I mean, as a matter of fact, you can put sugarcane in there and still plant anything because L1 and triangle, you can choose literally any thing to plant and it will plant. Now when planting potatoes, sugarcane, and poplar, your seed consumption increases fairly dramatically, and there are crop guides. When you unfold, that's when they appear. Other than that, it's you lower it down, you turn it on, it's a direct drill, and away you go. So it's fairly simple to use. It's not really complex or anything like that. On its own, it's a direct drill, you plant. Notice how fast our seed is going down. Now I was able to fill this from a buy anything or pallets, seed and fertilizer. So, yeah, fold it back up. And away it goes. Very simple operation. It's just even though it has all those bells and whistles, it really does work just like a planter or seeder, and it's very. There we go. Let's turn that off. Works very well. Let's see let's see about, yeah, so 49.9, it recognizes the working width, and I don't think there should be any problem with the workers. You know what? Since we're on, since we're here, and I don't care where we plant, I'm going to do a little test first. So I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but I hired a worker. He did this little turnaround. Actually, he works. They seem to be very fine. Now, I didn't. That's not an extensive testing of this. I will be using this a fair bit now that we have it, especially to modify my test map here at some point if I ever get a chance. All right, enough of that. So now, I'm sure you want to know. I've been waiting to know how to use the invisible mulcher and the invisible roller. Now there's some very important things to know about some of these items, and one of them is you can use them on their own separately. Where do you find them? So first of all, the mulcher, you will find it down here. Where is it? No, maybe not down. Under soil cultivation and mulchers. So $1,000, 30 mile per hour, so it matches up with the planter if you so wish. Also have a weight of 100 to 2,000, so it's a weight plus a mulcher. Working width, so you'd want to, if you're using it on its own, then pick whatever width you like, 18, 25, 30, 40, or 50. Yes, 50 meters. Unrealistic crop guides, again, it's those indicators on the ends. You can have any color you want, well, as long as it's these colors. And you can add weight, 100, 500, 75,000, 15, or 2,000 kilograms of extra weight. All right, how does that work? Well, it's very simple. It hooks up to a 3-point link, and if we take a look at it, whoa, where are we? Invisible mulcher, if we come around to the other side, it says tractor side. So this is the side you attach it to. Remember, I'm on console, PS5. I often get people asking about that. There we go. There, see that? A lizard invisible mulcher. Of course, it's invisible, so when you attach it, it invisibilates. All right. Now L1 and X unfolds it, and there we go. There are our crop guides. You still have to lower it. If you lower it, you don't have to turn it on. It automatically turns on when you lower it. Now, one thing you really need to know about this is a mulcher will eradicate literally everything, I do believe. Let's see here. And yes, see where we've planted? It will eliminate anything you've planted. It will reset, basically. See, if we go a little further here, it has erased all the fresh planting that we've had. So that is the caution when using the mulcher. It has, or it is advised by the modder and several others that that you do the mulching separately, for the reason that when you even when you're using it manually, when you're turning around and things and so forth, you can very easily erase the stuff that you just planted. So you can hire a worker. Let's go ahead and see if a worker. 49.9. Yes, exactly. There we go. So let's drop it. There it is. It appears. However, the markers are still there because if we need to fold it and then drop it if you want those marker indicators to disappear. All right. So you can use this in conjunction with the planter all in one if you want to do it yourself. But again, be careful about, yeah, you could be erasing stuff you just did. So just go ahead and either do it yourself, the field first, mulch it, and then do your seeding, or hire a worker. All right, the roller, not as much as of a issue with the roller. The roller is going to be found a little bit further down in under rollers, of course. There it is. Again, 30 miles per hour. We have the working width up to 50 meters and unrealistic crop guides. Very simple. It's 100 kilograms. It doesn't weigh a lot, which should mean that I should be able to pick it up by hand, but it isn't. Oh, that's that's the one thing. That's the one thing. If there was to be an update so far, is to have these pallets liftable by hand. Otherwise, they're. I mean, it's just a quality of life thing. Just a small request. Now, again, you can use the roller separately. We will show you how to attach it to the planter. Oh, let's see. Does this work in reverse? Yeah. So it'll work in either forward or reverse. Right now we have it on the front of our vehicle and it's lowered, and so you can go ahead and hire a worker. Let's see, we've erased all this, so it's not going to do anything over here, but it will. Here we go. So there it is, rolling 30 miles per hour. That's pretty darn quick. Now, keep in mind, a worker will only go as fast as 16 miles per hour, no matter what the implement is rated at. So if you're hired a worker and he's only doing 16 miles per hour, and you're thinking something's wrong, no, that's a game limitation. That is not a mod. That is not decided by the mod. It is a game limitation. Maximum 16 miles per hour for a worker, no matter what the implement's maximum speed is. All right, so now we've hooked up our planter, and we're going to hook up a roller behind the planter, and we're almost done here. So there we go. There's our hitch on the back of the planter. Now we have two attachments behind the tractor, so it gets a little bit tricky, but we can activate both. We can open or unfold the seater, and if we press triangle again, we can open the roller. So now we have the roller at the back. Where's the... oh, there it is. It's kind of underneath a little bit. That's a little bit weird. The other indicator is actually... it's a little bit... There we go. It's raised, lowered, raised, lowered. Oh, that's weird. Why is it doing that? It's a little bit crooked. Interesting. All right. I think maybe because the planter is... All right. Let's turn the planter on. So we're seeding and planting. Now we can go ahead and lower our roller. And we should be... There we go. Now we're rolling and seeding and rolling at the same time. There we go. See that? Very easy peasy. 30 miles, we can get up to 30 miles per hour. So that's that. There is no consequences or anything to really watch out for when you're doing this. You can easily do it both at the same time. Now we're going to go and hook up the mulcher, and we'll just kind of show you. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do one worker test, and we're gonna see if we can. There we go. So now we've got. Let's unfold it. There we go. See, there's our mulcher in the front, and then we have the seeder and the roller at the back. Now if we put down the mulcher in the front, so you can do this all together as I'm showing you here. We're mulching, planting, and rolling. Let's change, okay, let's change what we're planting. Let's go ahead and plant corn, because that... There we go. Now we're rolling. There's three things attached. So you got to make sure they're all lowered. Okay, see when you're turning around here, I'm like the front end just kind of. Why is it not? There we go. It kind of erased. Let's see what happens if I hire a worker with all this stuff connected together. See how the guidelines are overlapping there with the mulcher? Now it's not lowered right now, I don't think. No, he didn't lower it. I'm curious to see what the worker is going to do when everything is all connected together, all these different parts. Is he going to lower them all and use them all? It's quite a lot of that's a lot of stuff going on even for an AI. Oh, is he going to do? He's going to do. What's he going to do? Is he doing the perimeter first? Oh, he's not even activating the. All right, so there's your answer. He's doing the mulching, and he's ignored the seeder and the roller at the back. So that's the deal with that. That's the other thing is he doesn't even recognize the two on the back. All right, enough of that. I think that has covered everything. Note. Oh yes, finally. When planting rice. Now, what I mean by planting rice is, where is it? Hold on, let me find it. I don't do rice often. I've made a rice field here, and you can tell. Oh, well, I've created this temporary rice field here, and these ones you can flood. Now you can plant both different kinds of rice, but for I can't remember it's a long grain rice or the regular rice. One of them you plant before you flood it, and the other one you plant after you flood it. Now, when you're using this machine, you don't flood. It's the both types of rice, which I have rice here, so I'm going to turn it on. You plant them, you flood it afterwards. You don't flood first. So if you're doing a lot of rice and you want to use this, it's the opposite of normal. You plant it first and then you flood it for both types of rice. And see, this is the right kind. See, we see the little rice seedlings. You can also use rice seedlings as seeds too, and actually it's using very little, very small amounts of it, considering the width here. So it's like, wow, it's going to go a long way. All right, so that's it. I think that's the last little bit of this. Even though there's only 4 items in this mod pack, it is quite a lot to go on, but once you understand the basics, it's quite easy to use. A Kinze 4095 multi-fruit planter pack by Chris S. and Riley S. on Farming Simulator 25. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.